And now, HBO Sports presents Boxing After Dark.
The following is a presentation of HBO Sports.
We're at the FedEx Forum in Memphis, Tennessee for the latest edition of Boxing After Dark. First up tonight, a pair of young, undefeated American heavyweights. As exciting Los Angeles native Chris Arreola takes on Chazz Witherspoon, the cousin of former heavyweight champ Tim Witherspoon. Then in our main event, young, strong Andre Berto faces veteran Miguel Rodriguez in a fight for the welterweight belt recently vacated by the retired Floyd Mayweather. Hello again, everyone. Welcome to HBO's Boxing After Dark. I'm Bob Papa. Well, tonight, destiny is at the hands of Andre Berto and Mickey Rodriguez. They're fighting for a vacant championship. But destiny also lays in the hands of two undefeated heavyweights. It is very rare that you get a 27-year-old and a 26-year-old, both with 23-0 records, squaring off at this stage of their careers. But that's what Chris Arreola and Chazz Witherspoon will do in our first bout of the evening. But focusing on the main event, I welcome in HBO boxing analyst Max Kellerman. And Max, when you take a look at this situation, Floyd Mayweather decides to retire, so now there are belts to be had, and it's Andre Berto and Miguel Rodriguez with a chance to pick up one of those vacated belts.
Yeah, belts schmelts. I mean, the Floyd void is going to be filled by the winner of the Cotto Margarito fight at the end of next month. What this fight means to Andre Berto, who's been one of the more exciting and better prospects in all of boxing over the last several years, is that after this, he's not a prospect anymore. If he gets by Mickey Rodriguez, which he is expected to do, the learning curve is now over. The days where he can take these level fights kind of under the radar are done. And he will be, ready or not, in a position to fight the elite of the welterweight division, the best division in boxing.
Well, we will see what happens tonight in our main event as Andre Berto takes on Miguel Rodriguez. Now, first things first, the heavyweight division. HBO boxing analyst and former undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, Lennox Lewis, joins us ringside. And Lennox, it is odd in the business of boxing to have two young heavyweights who are undefeated squaring off. Let's start with Chazz Witherspoon. He is a guy that's only been a pro for a short time, 3.5 years. He's a technician. He doesn't have a lot of experience. What are you looking for from Witherspoon tonight?
Well, from Witherspoon, he's got natural ability. He's got great movement, a great jab, and I would love for him to use the jab a little more, keep the fight from a distance, because one thing he does a lot of is coming in and staying in close when he should be using his jab a lot more. So this is some of the things I love to see from him.
All right, now he's taking on Chris Arreola, who's 23-0. He's got a lot of power, a totally different style. What about Arreola dealing with Witherspoon and the style he brings to the ring?
Well, Arreola, he doesn't mind taking a couple punches to get in there. He's got great body attack, and he's a tough guy. And he's got knockout punches in both hands, so you wouldn't want him to get a clean punch on you, and you wouldn't want to stay too close to him, because that's when you're in danger.
All right, it's a great test for these two young heavyweights. They're going to have to battle for 12 rounds. Let's take a look at the tail of the tape for Chris Arreola and Chazz Witherspoon in our first bout of the evening. You see both fighters at 6'3". Arreola's weight down from his last fight. He's at 239 pounds. Witherspoon at 220 pounds. Time for the rules with our unofficial ringside scorer, Harold Letterman.
The Chris Arreola Chazz Witherspoon fight is scheduled for 12 rounds using the unified rules that you see on your screen. Real quick, the 4 criteria that the judges will use to score each individual round: clean punching, effective aggressiveness, ring generalship, and defense, with a strong emphasis on clean, effective punching. Bob!
All right, Harold, Chazz Witherspoon is nicknamed the Gentleman. He said, hey, I was a polite kid, and I'm still polite. I watched my father and my grandfather treat people kindly, but people think that means I'm soft in the ring. Not the case. He's a thinking man's fighter, Lennox. When he showed up for the fighter meetings yesterday, he had a book with him written by T.D. Jakes. Maximize the moment. He had it highlighted. He had his fight game plan typed out on 3 pages. Is he a guy that might think a little bit too much?
Well, you know, in the ring, you don't have too much time to think. And you have to make sure that you have your game plan before the fight. And in the fighters meeting, right, like you said, he had 3 pages of what he wants to do in the ring. So once you keep on reading it over and over in your head, in the ring it just becomes second nature and natural.
His second cousin, Tim Witherspoon, to the right of your screen in the dark jacket, the former heavyweight champion. Chazz Witherspoon, Max, is an oddity. He was an honor student in high school, accepted an academic scholarship to St. Joe's in Philadelphia, where he earned a degree in 2005 in pharmaceutical marketing.
The most articulate fighter I've ever come across, at least on a world-class level. By the way, not only is he a college graduate, both his mother and father went to college. He's second generation, at least, college grad.
And his parents are both here, Denise Witherspoon and his father, Eric. So Chazz has made his way into the ring. He said, hey, people think I'm soft, but I'm a warrior at heart. I'll go out on my back if I have to. He's going to get tested tonight because he's got somebody in front of him that is going to be a buzzsaw. Chazz Witherspoon is the Gentleman. His opponent tonight, Chris Arreola, goes by the nickname The Nightmare. He's had 11 straight wins by way of knockout. Max, you know, over the last couple of years, he's really taken the sport to a different level. He went to training camp with Asim Rahman, and he said, you know what? I learned in that camp not to just train like a boxer, but what it takes to be an elite athlete.
Well, he was training with James Toney at one point, and I guess thought you could just kind of be a natural fighter, and then training with Rahman, he realized, no, he had to get in shape, and it's made him a completely different fighter. The first time I saw Arreola, I thought, well, he's going to get beaten the first time he's in tough, but he's metamorphosed into a world-class, dangerous heavyweight whose pressure kind of style is exactly, you know, the questions about Chazz Witherspoon. Is he too cerebral? Does he think too much? He just has to react. Well, we'll find out tonight, because Arreola doesn't do thinking. He attacks. He's an animal.
He was affected last fall when his good friend Alex Carranza was murdered. He says, now I'm living my life for 2 people. My dear friend Alex, who showed me what it takes to have tremendous work ethic and what it takes to be dedicated to what I was doing in my life. And he's fighting now for not only himself, but his friend who was killed this past fall. Now for the formal introductions, here's our ring announcer, Michael Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the FedEx Forum of Memphis, Tennessee, and HBO Boxing After Dark. This bout is presented to you by Fat Farm and Bella Entertainment in association with Prize Fight Boxing and Goose and Tudor Promotions, sanctioned by the Tennessee Boxing Commission. At ringside, should this contest go the distance, the 3 judges scoring this bout will be Oren Schellenberger, Gail Van Hoy, and Rhea Mullins. And inside the ring, your referee in charge of the action, Randy Phillips. And now, 2 undefeated heavyweight contenders. Somebody's has gotta go. 12 rounds of boxing for the WBC Continental America's Heavyweight Championship. Fighting out of the blue corner, wearing burgundy, official weight 220 pounds. This National Gold Glove champion now has a perfect professional record consisting of 23 bouts, 23 victories, including 15 knockouts, from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, the cousin of two-time heavyweight world champion, Terrible Tim Witherspoon. He's the undefeated Chazz, the Gentleman Witherspoon. And fighting out of the red corner, wearing black, officially weighing 239 pounds. Also, a perfect professional record. 23 bouts also, 23 victories also, but 21 knockouts from Riverside, California. The undefeated Cristobal, the Nightmare, Arreola.